don't deal with niggas who got kids. Whopping your notice, we're back at it again with another video, and hey Goodie Gang, and if you do not know who I am, this is Tina Chanel, and be a part of the gang. That is good, okay? And if you want to know what we do over here, we talk about everything because nothing's off limits, okay? And if you want to be a part of that, just join. Okay, just subscribe. Okay, so this is another story time, and this is why I don't deal with niggas who got kids. I just cannot. Like, listen, there's some girls out here, y'all dealing with niggas who got baby. Kudos to you. Okay? All the other dudes who have no baby mama, kudos to you too. Okay? Because no, okay. It's just a no for me. So I've dealt with guys who had kids probably like I would say probably like 3. Oh, that's 3 too many. But yeah, like 3 of them who have baby mothers. No, like I said, no more. Anyway, so let's just get into the story, right? I was dealing with this guy. We were dealing with each other for almost a year. Could you believe that? Almost a freaking year. I was talking to this man. Anyway, so we were talking to each other for a minute, and he started to really like me, you know? At first, I was just thinking of it as just like a fling, you know, like a fling type of situation because he had a child, and I personally never really took men with children that serious because I've never seen a real reason to. And the reason is because you have a child, and it's always a situation where it's like the baby mom is gonna come before me because she has your baby. Dealt with that already, you know? And the reason why I started to stop taking men who have children seriously is because of that situation. She always has the upper hand in the situation because she has your child, and I don't, okay? And majority of the time, I'm not trying to. So, like, get pregnant at that. But, like, it's just, like, I'm here to, you know, try to get to know you. And then it's always sometimes a situation where it never really ends well because, you know, the baby moms, they never really seem to really like the girlfriends like that. Sometimes it could be a good situation, a great co-parenting situation where the baby mom and the stepmom and everybody just gets along. But that doesn't happen 100% of the time. Those situations that's like a 40% chance. Like, it's gonna be copacetic. Usually it's never copacetic. Like, it's just not. Sometimes it can be. Majority of the time it is not. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying now. Okay, so I did not take this man serious because I never seen the need to, because like I said before, like I explained, it never ends well. It don't. So there's no need for me to just, like, you know, be super involved. So, you know, it was cute. It was cool. We was doing things that grown people do. So I was just like, yeah, whatever, you know, it's whatever. But he started to catch, like, feelings for me. Like, he wanted to be in a real relationship. And I just didn't get it. Like, you know, why? But then I was just saying, like, of course, why would you not want to be in a relationship with me? Like, you know. But I just, like I said, I didn't take it seriously. But, you know, as time went on and he kind of proved himself, and I was just like, you know, maybe I had to talk about it first with my family. So I remember I told my mom, and she will ask me a bunch of questions, like, you know, well, what type of man is he? Like, you know, what's the relationship between him and the baby mom? That's number one. I remember I asked him, like in the beginning of our little situation, what's the relationship between you and your baby mother? He never clarified that to me. So in my mind, that was strike number one. And even though we were dealing with each other for almost a year, he still never clarified that to me. Okay, so that's why I never took it serious, because he never made whatever situation between him and his baby mom clear to me. So I never cared about what the situation was between me and him. All right. So now another situation comes up. My mom asked me, did I ever meet his child? Strike number two. I've never met his child, but I understand why people who have children are the way they are with their child, because these are children at the end of the day. If he brings me in, you know, as a stepmom figure, and I'm with the child and we're possibly with each other every day, maybe, I don't know, and you know, I'm gonna be looked at like a motherly figure to this child. So it's like, you know, a lot of times when you have children, people who have children, this is what they tell me, they gotta be very careful with how they introduce the new person to their child. Okay, so I never met the child, which I was actually very happy that I never met his child, because now what if me and this little boy create a bond? You know, what if I love him? And now I don't really care no more about your daddy, and I don't want to be around you anymore. And now I broke your heart. I don't like that. You know, I didn't really like how that sounded. So I was okay with not meeting his child. So that was another one. So, and then the third one was more like, you know, is he a family man, or is he like a marriage man? Like, you know, he thinks about marriage and stuff like that, because that's very important. Because if he didn't marry his baby mom, what makes you think he want to marry you? Which is extremely important. Okay? So these were the 3 questions my mom, you know, told me to think about before I decide I want to deal with this man on a serious level, right? So, I started asking some questions, right? I started digging, because now he's talking about he want to be my nigga for real. He want me to cut off whomever I'm talking to, which I never told him I was talking to nobody, but but that really was none of his business. You know what I mean? So now I'm getting into talking, you know, digging more into him. This is the thing. When you start wanting to deal with a man on a serious level, these are questions that you need to ask him, especially if he has a child. But if this is like a situationship, it really doesn't even matter, to be honest. Like, getting to the real nitty-gritty of relationship questions doesn't matter if you don't see yourself being with this person. Personally, your thought process on relationships and situationships will change once you get older. By the time you're at least, I would say, like 23, 24, you're not going to want to be doing this situationship shit no more. Okay? And if you still do, go to therapy, because it's not healthy. But if you still do, then it is what it is. But I feel like at the age of 25, you're a fully functioning adult. So you being in situationships don't make no sense, really. Because I feel like, as a woman, situationships are nothing that benefits us. Like, it's not healthy anymore. Like, you know, that was cute when you was like, you know, 21, but like now you're 25, like, situationships, girl, like, just no, you don't need that no more. I feel like just be by yourself, you know, because just don't do it. But anyway, so I get to asking some of these questions. I'll be digging in his business now, you know. So now I ask the question again about what is the situation between you and your baby mother. Here we go again, him not making it clear. Keep that in my mind. He ain't make that clear again. Cool. I asked him now, okay, when am I gonna meet your child? He looked at me like I was crazy. Like, excuse me? Like, why would you meet my child? You asked me to be your girlfriend, so I assumed that was going to happen in the near future. Am I delusional? Let me know. Did I read it wrong? Because you said, as I remember, I want to be your man. That's what you told me. That's what you said. You said you want to be with me. right? But now you're telling me, you're looking at me crazy like, why you want to meet my son? Because you want to be my man. I thought it was going to be a family. Alright, whatever. So now, ask him, like, you know, about the marriage thing. Like, what's your thoughts on marriage, you know? And he was like, you know, I love it. I was like, okay. Weird. Because you don't want me to meet your son. Okay. Anyway, so he said he loves it. He came from a marriage background. Still don't make no sense. Goodie, just follow along because it's not adding up. Okay. He says he comes from a marriage background. From what I remember, he was raised and married people. His mom and his dad. You know, all the men in his family is married. And this is something that, you know, he really feels very strongly about. Marriage, family units, and yada yada, whatever he's telling me. I have the same settlements as well. However, if you feel the way you feel about marriage, why do you have a baby mama? Like, you know... Does that make any sense to y'all? Because it didn't make no sense to me. I'm just saying. Okay, maybe no, I'm not. So, he's saying that to me, and I'm completely confused. Like, nigga, shut up. Just shut up. Because you sound dumb, and you move backwards. So, I say to him, okay, since he said that to me, I say, so why did you not marry your baby mom? Good girl, me said, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose once I said, why did you not marry your baby mom? Not only did I say, why did you not marry your baby mom, but I also added, why did you not work it out with your baby mom? I'm just saying, if you feel the way you feel about marriage, if you feel the way you feel about family, if you feel the way you feel about honor, respect, and this and that, why did you not try to work it out with the woman you had a child with? Okay? Why did you not see her fit enough to be your wife? Let me know. Tell me, okay? So Goodie, now we start getting into some other things. He starts getting so mad at me like I'm offending him. I'm just saying, like, make it make sense to me, right? So he's like, why you at what that's supposed to mean? Like, oh, me and her never worked out. Da, 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 da. I'm just like, nigga, chill. I'm just saying, because at the end of the day, you have a child. This is a different type of dynamic between a man who has a child than a man who don't. Okay? You have to think of things differently now. You have a whole kid, and not to mention you split custody between you and the mom. Listen, let's stop acting like we not grown adults. Can we please do that? Okay, let's move on. So now, as he's upset with me, you know, he going off on me, telling me I'm being nosy, whatever. Basically, it sounded like he was saying to me that I'm making him feel less than a man because of all the questions that I asked, which I don't understand. How am I making you feel less than a man between me asking you about your baby mom, meeting your child, marriage? That makes you feel less than a man? Alright, I don't get it, but whatever. So, the fact is, as all of that, I should have took that as a, you know what? It was a good little run. It was cute what we was doing. You know, I got me some gifts. You know, I got my hair, my bread. I should have just left. But I still continue to mess around with him. Why do we do this? Why do we do this as women? Why do we do this? Dumb, right? It's okay. We go away for the weekend. This is how our trip it was cute, then it turned very, very sour. Now, we are headed to, like, the jacuzzi, whatever. We just gonna be in the jacuzzi. So I'm looking at him because he took, like, he don't got his shirt on. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, I never noticed some of his tattoos. So I see a woman's name, like, on, like, his arm, like, whatever, like, this is what you do, whatever, his arm. He got some woman's name on his arm. So we're in the jacuzzi, right? And he's like laid up like this, you know, he just chill, whatever. So I say to him, because I see the name, I'm like, whose name is that? I'm not gonna say the name. So he's like, I'm just like, whose name is that? Like, is that your mom? He's like, no. I'm like, oh, it's your sister. He's like, no. I'm like, your aunt? He's like, no. I'm just like, I'm out of options. So, cause in my mind, if a nigga got a girl named Tat on them, it has to be somebody in your family or your wife or girlfriend, right? I'm just saying. So now he tells me it's his BM. I tell you, Goodie, I didn't say anything. I ain't even say nothing. I just got out of the jacuzzi, packed my shit, and was about to be out the door. So I'm in the room packing up, right? Because this is ridiculous to me now at this point. Like, you got all this animosity between you and this girl, but you still got her name on you, like, clear as day at that. It ain't covered up. Nah. Big bowl. Okay, so now I'm in the room, I'm packing. He comes in the room because he don't see me coming back, and then he's like, he sees me packing. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm leaving. So he was just like, you leaving? I'm just like, yeah, I'm leaving. So he was saying to me, so you took that, you took that, like, I feel some type of way. Yes, I do feel some type of way. And it was weird because, like, I never cared about certain things before, but now I care. I feel like I care. I feel like I always start to catch feelings whenever the guys ask me to be their girlfriends, and I consider it. Then I start to catch feelings now. So thank God, maturity, because when I was younger, I catch feelings as soon as I like you, and I stopped doing that. I stopped liking niggas. Okay, I'll deal with you, and when you tell me you like this gonna be a thing for real, then I'll start like considering it, and then start, you know, catching feelings. So I started to catch feelings after the fact that he said he wants to be with me. So I'm packing, he's talking, I'm tuning it out. So he's like, oh, what's the matter? Oh, I had that tattooed on me from mad long ago. I'm like, okay. So I'm not even saying anything, because now I started catching feelings. Now I'm out of my feelings. That's how you gotta be, ladies. You gotta be in it and out. In it, cool. Out of it, like a light switch. You gotta turn that shit off. So I'm just like, I'm over this. I'm over it. So funny enough, I really had nowhere to go. But I was over being with him here. Like, I was gonna go downstairs and tell them, give me a room, and I'll just stay there until it's time for me to go home. That was literally, because it was a nice hotel. I was gonna ruin my weekend for you, nigga. I was gonna go down to the lobby, get me a room by myself, and stay there for the other 2 days and just be chill. Like, I wasn't gonna leave. No, I was gonna leave. However, I was gonna change my flight, but okay. So now I'm leaving. He's trying to stop me. I'm like, listen, I'm good. He's like, why? I'm like, listen, I remember I asked you what the situation was between you and your baby mom, and you didn't want to let me know. I asked you about your child. I asked you why you didn't get married to her. You got offended. Now I see what it is, clear as day. We're good. And he did not want to take that. Like, he didn't want to take that we're good. Like, I'm good. Like, listen, we don't got to do this. Please let me leave. He did not want to let me leave, y'all. So he's screaming, yelling, and all of this other extraness. Somebody knocks on the door. Thank God. Okay, because I was just standing there with my stuff. Like, I'm gonna go whether you like it or not. So somebody knocks on the door and asks, are, we okay? I tell them, no. No, we're not okay. I'm not okay, and I feel very unsafe. So he's looking at me like, for real? Yeah, for real. At this point, I want to leave. You're not allowing me to leave. This is kidnapping. This is kidnapping. Let me go. Listen, just let me go. Please. Thank you. So he opened the door because I done said what I said. He feels some type of way, but I truly don't care. So I don't know who he is, but he works at the hotel. So I tell them, I put on my, like, you gotta put on them tears. I tell the man, like, I feel truly unsafe. Please, like, I want to get away from this man. Please get me away from this man. So the guy looks at, like, the nigga I was dealing with, like he was just pitiful. So finally, I get out, alright? I go downstairs, I book exactly what I wanted to do, book another room, and I got a better room than what we had, brokey. So I stayed there instead of staying with him. And yeah, it was better, it was nice. I got even some more amenities. They was feeling real sorry for me, y'all. So I got a better room, I was staying there. And then I changed my flight. And he was trying to call me, ring my phone down, meet up with me, but I blocked him. I was just like, I'm over it. Like, I'm good off this. Like, because he was trying, and then you know what else? He was trying to have a baby with me. Yeah, he was trying to get me pregnant and everything, and I had to put a quick stop to it because I wasn't gonna be baby mama number 2. That. No, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. We're good. I'm done. I'm out. Peace. So yeah, that was that. Like, you still got your baby mother's name tatted on you, and his excuse is, oh, it's too painful to cover it up. I don't even care. It don't even matter. I'm good. And I'm out.